Hi, this is Charlie Evans, one of the instructors for Eli History courses. I also teach at the Loudoun campus. In this video, I'm going to review some of the format requirements for our history paper and paragraph assignments in your courses. We tend to be pretty strict in requiring students to accurately follow the format and style requirements for their assignments in their course. And sometimes we send back assignments ungraded because what the student has sent in does not match what the assignment requires. So in this video, we're going to take a look at some short examples to give you a good idea of what we're looking for. Here's an example from the History 111 course. You see there's a lot of white space at the top, and you really don't need all that white space. And you see it's about a page long. But the main problem here is that this specific assignment requires a one paragraph answer. And you'll see what the student has sent in is three paragraphs. And so since it's not quite in the format that is required, we'll usually send this back for a resubmission. Here's an assignment from the 102 course, and this is the one-page paper on the Industrial Revolution after reading Charles Dickens' book. You'll see it's about one page. Actually, it's longer than one page, which is not good. But the main problem here is that it's not in a paragraph format. It's not in paper format. It's in a long paragraph format. And so, again, since what the student has sent in does not match what is required for this assignment, we tend to send this back to give you a chance to improve it and resubmit it. Like with that last assignment, here's a paper assignment from 101 on the Gilgamesh book, and you'll see that it goes one page, 2 pages, long 2 pages in it. And this, again, the assignment is 1 page. We're not going to accept 2 pages. You got to make the assignment fit what is required for the paper. Another thing that we tend to require in the course, and we're not really strict about this, but we want you to pay attention to it, and that is when we're writing about the past, which we're doing in a history course, we expect you to use the past tense. And you'll see in this Pericles' funeral oration paragraph from History 101, the student has used throughout the present tense that define our laws. Pericles begins. After express, he states that, these verbs should all be in the past tense, reflecting that this is an examination of something that occurred in the past. Another thing that we do not allow in the course is the use of I, the first person personal pronouns, the third person personal pronouns, the we. We want you to write in an impersonal analytical style. And so the I will immediately get your paper sent back to you so you can fix that. And finally, one of the most important things in the course is that you actually answer the assignment question, that you provide a thesis that gives us, the instructors, a clear idea of how you're answering the question. And so this is from the 102 course. You'll see the assigned questions citing specific evidence from Bismarck's memoirs, etc., etc., etc. And then you read what's been submitted. Otto von Bismarck was a Prussian minister in the late 1800s involved with the unification of the German states. That's a fine statement. It's an accurate statement, generally speaking, but it's not a thesis. It doesn't provide an answer to the assignment question. And so as instructors, we tend to send these kind of things back to you so that you can actually answer the question, so that when we read it, we can see how you're answering the question. In the paragraph assignments, we specifically look for the first sentence being the thesis. In the paper assignments, we look for that short intro paragraph that provides the thesis. We do provide the online Charlie's History Writing Center, which has a whole series of links about materials that will help you write better in the course and the kind of things we're looking for. Certainly we're looking for content in all of your writing in a course, but that content has to be in a format that's acceptable in a history course. And those kind of format and style